But I mastered that style. It's like the 5 deadly venoms. So all he had to do was get next to a nigga like that, and he could destroy him.
Believe in that, for real. We plan to take the same strategy we use with Death Row West, mind over matter, taking all our weaknesses and making it into our strength. That all these people talk about an East Coast, West Coast war, they like the Judas was to Jesus. They only here to cause confusion. We here to bring money and to bring change. They here to cause confusion. All these weak rappers, Nas, all these suckers, they battling off of East and West like this is a game. This ain't no game. If this was chess, we'd be yelling checkmate 3 years ago, because we've been beat these. It's not a game.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Mexican style boxing superstar Gennady Triple G Golovkin just had a bizarre event and situation happen to him, and I want to give you guys the update. So there was an article that was published. I even read the article beforehand, and I was reading it, and it was just an article filled with Triple G. It was supposed to be a Triple G interview where, for lack of better words, he was talking shit about Carl Froch, Floyd Mayweather, and Andre Ward, and he was making bold statements like things like Andre Ward ducked me in the Olympics. He heard I was willing to come to 168, so he moved up a weight division. He was afraid of me and this and that, and he ducked me 3 times on HBO. Different things like that. So I'm like, damn, like Triple G, it just, for some reason, the article felt weird. It felt fabricated. It felt like if you listen to Triple G post-fight, he seems like a humble, chill, mild-mannered guy. He wants to fight everybody, but he's like, no, Max, not for future. I ready now. No, you know what I mean? He just seems cool. But if you read like the venom in the way it was worded in the quote unquote interview, I'm like, damn, is Triple G just had enough and he's going off on these people? And check this out. Come to find out, Triple G's manager, Oleg Herman, is now saying that a lot of those statements were not even really made by his fighter, Triple G Golovkin. In fact, this is what he said. It was very surprising to read the interview where Gennady spoke about Mayweather and Ward. Gennady actually did speak to someone in the British media, but it was about Carl Froch and a possible fight with him in England. The rest of it, the journalist wrote himself. The situation is strange, but apparently with the increasing popularity of Gennady, there is a growing desire by some outlets to think of things on his behalf, which is weird. That journalist needs to be fired. Like, I've heard of situations where athletes said, hey, you misquoted me, or that's not what I meant. You misconstrued or misinterpreted what I had to say. Things like that. I've heard of situations like that. But to have someone do a Stephen King and write a whole story of quotes and statements that that person didn't say is foul. You know what I mean? And I understand as a fan, you got to be professional in this game. And I understand being a fan and a boxing writer, or whatever the situation is, but you can't let your emotions and what you want to happen like instigate a situation, and that's not journalism. That's not, if you say you had an interview with this person and you lie on their behalf about things they didn't say, that's not ethical, you know what I mean? And I just made a video about this where I said that. I said, I'm not getting on here just bumping my gums. I really want to give you guys credible leads. I try to separate each category. Like if it's a rumor mill video and it's not an actual fact, I let you guys know that. So I'm not trying to lead anyone astray or lie or make false claims. If it's my opinion and predictions or thoughts on something, I'll let you know that. But this is just horrible journalism, and it's not right. It's not right for Gennady Golovkin. You're creating issues and beef and lying to the public on behalf of somebody else, and that's not the way you get fights made. You know what I mean? And see, this is the thing. The worst thing about this generation is we have information at our fingertips. Everything is so accessible. You got iPhones and iPads and Samsung Galaxies and all kinds of stuff like that, computers, and that's the way of the world. So people aren't gonna like do research and stuff. They just read something on an Instagram post, they read an article on one of these websites, and they run with it, period. Even though they didn't see Gennady Golovkin actually say this in a physical video interview, they still run with it. So that's the power of the media and how the media can be influential in a bad way. You know what I mean? You're never supposed to lie on a fighter's behalf like that. Like, yeah, I talked to Gennady Golovkin He said Ward was a bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who does that? So it's a weird, bizarre situation. And again, like I said, some people were running with this. I read comments and they're like, yeah, see, haha, Ward ducked him 3 times and Mayweather's ducking him and afraid. And people really ran with this story. So for me, that's the update. I just want to see Triple G fight a good fight, a credible name. And there's a lot of people avoiding him. I made a video on that. Check that video out. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully Triple G does get a good name. He might have to settle for a Laura, move up, fight a guy like Ward, DeGale, Darrell, somebody in that echelon, because time is ticking and we need to see him catapulted into that superstar type of fight. A fight where the odds are closer and it's a make or break fight. And if he wins, he's that next level and possibly a future pay-per-view star. He's already rapidly selling out Southern California venues and stuff like that. Keep that up. But to get to the next level, I think he has to have a competition, a person who is next level, someone who's closer to the elite than farther away from it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.